Satellites are in space and in the sky. From the sky then, we can study the land and the sea. We can see how they link together, the land, the sea, the sky. We can see the forces shaping the land from the sea, and therefore see how Australia is shaped by the sea. We always use maps to go from point A to point B. Nowadays, of course, one can use your GPS capability. You turn the machine on, pretty quickly it identifies where you are. You say where you want to go, it identifies the path and you follow it.
Today we often think of navigation through what we see through our mobile phones and through GPS, for example. But the way that Bardi people navigate their own cultural legacy is through these important objects such as the Ilma, which were created by Roy Wigan. Ilma are essentially performance objects. They're memory aids that dancers use as part of their storytelling process, depicting some of the amazing histories that Bardi culture has represented over time.
Indigenous people looked up at the night sky, they saw the stars, they had their constellations, they were able to identify the season or time of year, but also where they were in terms of their knowledge of their land. For us today, we look up towards the stars, but the stars we're looking at are the GPS satellites. Stars and constellations versus satellites as being the things that we use to navigate.
So the Ilma, which are in Shape by the Sea, are only a few of the more than 1,000 Ilma which are a part of the Maritime Museum's collections. These Ilma depict a remarkable story of Roy Wigan's father, who was swept out to sea for 3 days and pretty well given up hope before he was brought back to the land by tides and by reliance on his learned cultural knowledges, which allowed him to recognise particular aspects of what was happening as he was swept out to sea that were part of him saving himself. The Ilma in this exhibition depict things like whirlpools and seabirds, which on their own are quite, ordinary. It's through following the paths of seabirds that Roy's father was able to know the directions of where to head back towards land. After Roy's father's passing, those memories came back to Roy in dreams and in moments where he was concentrating on preserving the cultural knowledges that his father had taught him and those cultural knowledges which saved his father's life. There's an important recognition represented in this exhibition of the way that knowledge is passed on between generations of people.